Hello everyone, myself Prashant. We are in the last part, that is part 3 of the chapter Preamble of Indian Constitution. So let's start. Here we will know that whether preamble is a part of Indian Constitution or not, right? So we will know the status through various cases and the judgments thereafter, right? We will start with Berubari Union case of 1960. The judgment which came through this act was that it highlighted importance of preamble, right? Through this case, the verdict was that it specifically opined that preamble not is not is not a part of the constitution, right? So you should know that Berubari Union case of 1960, the status of preamble was that it was not a part of the constitution. The preamble was not a part of the Indian constitution, right? And the judgment which came through Berubari Union also said that preamble can be amended subject to condition that no amendment is done to basic feature, right? So the basic feature which is there in preamble can not be amended, right? So this is what it says, and you should know that Berubari Union 1960, through this case, the judgment which came opined that preamble is not a part of Indian constitution, right? Very important. I'm stressing it again and again because it's very important. Not a part of constitution, right? Now let's move to the next slide. Here we will see the status of preamble after Keswan and Bharti case of 1973. So this is a landmark case in judicial or in constitutional history of India, right? This case and the verdict which came after this case highlighted importance of preamble, right? Obviously, and it opined that the preamble is a part of Indian constitution. Very important. So we saw in Berubari Union that preamble was not a part of the constitution, but here in Keswan and Bharti case of 1973, we are seeing that it's a part of Indian constitution. It's a part of Indian constitution. Very important, right? Now let's move to the next slide. LIC of India case 1995. The verdict which came through this case stressed or highlighted that it again opined that preamble is an integral part of the constitution. So here also preamble is an integral part, right? So this is important to know. So we saw that Berubari Union preamble are not part of constitution, not a part of constitution, right? Not a part of constitution. Then we saw in Keswan and Bharti case that preamble is a part of constitution, right? Keswan and Bharti case, part of constitution, right? And here we are seeing in LIC India case of 1995, that LIC case, we are seeing that here also it's saying integral part of constitution. Preamble is integral part of constitution, right? So it is important, very important to know, right? That is why I highlighted all these three cases and their status. So this is it, I guess. However, two things should be noted here, that preamble is neither a source of power to legislature, nor a prohibition upon the powers of legislature. So preamble is not a source of power, and along with it, preamble also doesn't impose any kind of prohibition upon the powers of legislature, right? And the second, it says that it is non-justiciable. So non-justiciable means it cannot be enforced in court of law. That in non-justiciable, that is, its provisions are not enforceable in courts of law. We know that fundamental rights are justiciable, right? Fundamental rights are justiciable, right? But this preamble is non-justiciable. Just to correlate, or for better understanding, I highlighted fundamental rights. So fundamental rights is justiciable in court of law, but this preamble is non-justiciable, right? So I guess we have covered all the important points with respect to preamble of Indian Constitution, right? So here we are concluding preamble chapter, right? So thank you for your time. Thank you so much. I hope you learned, and you learned something from this video. So thank you again.